I'm Al Roker from Roker Media, and we have a live streaming network that is focusing on bringing some of the best live talent to screens everywhere, whether they're big screens or your telephone or your tablet or your computer. We want to be able to block out shows that focus on lifestyle, on food, and on information with some of the best talent out there to bring the immediacy of those topics live into people's lives. So our job is to find you, the best talent, and bring the best show and showcase the client's product in the best possible way.
We all love Al Roker. Now, the thing that's wonderful is that because of who Al Roker is, he's going to have the connections behind it to build out what it is.
Hello， 大家好，我们现在在 Roker Media， 现在在我身边的是 NBC 的著名主持人 Al Roker。I saw the video you posted online. How did your fans respond to that?
They were very pleasant. They were very lovely.
Since when did you start Roker Media?
That started last year or early this year, just to look at the emerging media and streaming and other digital platforms that we don't even know, what's coming.
So now Roker Media have talents to do live streaming.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how Roker Media work?
Well, right now we've got at least a dozen, and we've added some more, and we're developing shows around those people and finding sponsorships for those shows or integrated branding for those shows.
This will be like a mini TV station.
Exactly, a mini network.
And also Roker Media will be in charge of finding sponsorship.
Early, we're making it up as we go. And I'll be completely honest with you. But I think what we're most heartened by is other folks' excitement about it. That people want to come on board. People are saying, we'd like to work with you on this. We'd like to put some seed money in here. Not to, so that I know we've got something. There are too many people who are interested in it to us not be on the right path.
You had a lot of experience with TV. What do you like the most about TV?
Well, especially live television. With live television, like the Today Show, we start at 7 a.m. and we end at 11 a.m. every day. We don't go long, we don't go short. It's live. You don't know what's going to happen. I find the live, just the unpredictability is very special.
So the surprise is the power of life.
Yeah, it's like life itself. You don't know what it's going to bring you. It's like, did you find out before you had your baby? Did you find out whether you were having a boy or a girl?
I did.
See, I didn't, because I didn't want to know. I think we know too much. I like not knowing.
And you were one of the first few people who did live streaming.
Yes.
Yeah, and you posted videos online. Do you feel doing these kind of things are different from doing your TV job?
Well, different in that there's a lot less preparation. It's a lot quicker. It's a lot more spontaneous. I think people try to look at things differently.
Live TV belong to professional people like you. But now with technology, everybody can do live streaming.
Sure.
Like they can click on their phone and boom, the world can see them. So do you think that makes live more powerful or less powerful?
I think it makes live broadcasting that's done well more powerful, because I think people quickly will realize it's a gimmick. If there's not a reason behind it, if there's not some compelling story or interesting personality, it's going to be like, well, look, here's a live picture of paint drying. People watched people put rubber bands around a watermelon until it exploded. Well, you can do that once, and you might get a big crowd. Second time, probably not so much.
Between the live streaming and the live TV, do you think for a good show means different things?
I think some of the rules still apply, whether those are short or they're 22 minutes long, or they're 45 minutes long, or they're 6 minutes long, or 6 seconds long in the case of, say, Vine. I think it's still, people want to be either informed or entertained. What people are looking for are really good stories and really interesting people. People that they've not met before.
I've been live streaming forever. I mean, before 2011. For me, it was always exciting.
Live streaming just seems to have captured people's imaginations. It's, it seems that people love the idea of the immediacy, the fact that they're watching something that's happening right now, right this second, and it's going to vanish right after that. This generation of millennials seem to really, really relate to that, seem to really like it and enjoy that.
So I think people are looking for access to people and places and experiences, and the traditional media is very disconnected, and it's hard to trust what's going on there, and there's a lot of gap, and people want to participate and feel part of something.
In a way, that's kind of the way I feel about live streaming. Nobody knows exactly where it's going to go. It's like radio back in the 20s when people decided, we're going to put up this transmitter and we're going to broadcast. We don't know what's going to happen.
You mentioned there are a lot of things unknown about the live streaming. What are exactly unknown?
Well, I think, for example, how do you really monetize this? How do you make money out of this? How do you promote it? I don't know that anybody knows how big this will get. I think it will be big, but how big? Is it running parallel to traditional broadcasting? Does it take away from traditional broadcasting? Those are things people don't know. At the end of the day, I don't think so. I think they are two separate businesses that can work together and can exist together quite nicely. I don't think people will do one at the exclusion of the other.
Understand. Since you mentioned there are so many things unknown, why did you devote your time and Roker Media mostly just jump into the field?
I think because if you don't embrace new things, you can be in danger of getting left behind. And I've always been fascinated by technology.
What's the biggest challenge so far on building the business?
Is the monetization. How are we making money off of this? And, we're struggling with that. We're getting better at it. More and more people are coming in and saying, we want to help. We believe in this.
When was the first time NBC used online streaming for Olympics, Summer Olympic Games?
The first time NBC dipped its toe into the live streaming waters during the Summer Olympics was in Beijing in 2008.
How was that experience?
I think it was still kind of a murky experience. People weren't quite sure. The technology wasn't really fully formed. How many people were available to do it? How many people actually knew how to authenticate? There were still a lot of hurdles to it. And frankly, some of the hurdles weren't just technological, but they were cultural within the company. As people said, is that streaming a threat or is that a friend? And as we've moved forward, it seems like it's a friend and they can work in harmony.
Do you think you have, naturally you will have some advantage to start a business because of you are a celebrity?
What I do think is that it gets us in the door. It gets us a meeting with somebody. If the idea is not there, the personality is not there, and that'll be it. Your celebrity or your fame or infamy will get you only so far.
Now for Roker Media, obviously I'm going to give the team a 10 out of 10. We all love Al Roker.
What's your vision for Roker Media in the future?
I know this sounds weird. I don't have one because I don't know what the media is going to be in the future. I mean, you look at in the last year and a half, when I was at South by Southwest last year, the big platform was Meerkat.
Yes.
Wow, here it is.
Boom.
Gone. In a year. Gone. Nobody knows what the next big thing is going to be. People can try to push it out and say, oh, this is going to be it. And people surprise you.
Were you afraid at the time you started Roker Media?
To me, I always look at what's the worst thing that can happen. Well, it doesn't work, so you move on to something else. But if it does, I think the upside is pretty powerful. You can't unfounded fear guide you.
are doing so many things. You are on today's show, you are writing books, running 2 companies, and you are having a happy family. How did you manage these things?
I don't do it by myself. I have a terrific wife and a terrific mom. My talent is surrounding myself with good people.
You are so humble.
I'm married well and I work well.
是不是还没有看过瘾？那赶快关注微信创业美国，观看独家花絮和更多创美原创视频。除了各种干货，还可以和我直接对话。你说的就是你，我等你哦。还没有扫吗？快扫！